sisters and friends. Welcome back to my channel. I have a special guest on here today, my sister from another mister. We have Hestia's helper over there in her kitchen.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
I hope you all are doing well. Lots of holiday festivities, and my sister and I decided I wanted to share my grandmother's recipe of peanut butter balls. And my sister picked a really cool recipe from Enchanted Kitchen, and she sent me the book because she's so freaking sweet and kind. And we are gonna make this
Wonderful book. Wonderful book.
Merry Yule liqueur. So we're gonna make this liquor. Um, you want to tell them about the liquor?
So, well, Sassy's gonna make the liquor. I'm just gonna get the base going because my dumb self did not make it to the liquor store before we did this. So I will add my liquor tomorrow, but it's just kind of like a warm, berry, sweet uh, vodka infusion that you make, and you can make it as a gift or you can make it for yourself, which is kind of what I'm going to be doing. And it's got a little bit of everything in it to just kind of bring in the Yuletide spirit.
Nice. My husband's going to enjoy it. I think I'm gonna bring it to Ashley's house because we're gonna go there for New Year's Eve and share it with them because I think they will enjoy that as well.
Yeah, I am probably going to be imbibing on my own because no alcoholics around here, but
No.
no.
Mm.
But first we're gonna do I know it's your grandma's recipe, but you said that you sassify it a little bit, and so they are gonna go in my recipe box as Sassy's crispy balls.
I love it. Crispy balls. So my nana, which is my grandmother's mother, used to make these every Christmas. Everyone loved them. And then my grandmother passed down the tradition, and then she made them with my mom and so forth and so forth. So this is like the thing, no matter what is going on, we always make these for family and friends, like no matter what. This is like
Yeah.
Christmas. This is our Christmas. I had friends in the past who this is like their crack, and they're like, "What? You didn't make me balls?" And I'm like, "Just kidding. Here you go." But they're very sweet. And they have a very long shelf life. Like this peanut butter is good until January 29th of 2026. So that's 2 years. We
Oh,
get to do
wow.
crunchy peanut butter, the super chunk one. You can get the creamy one, but it calls for chunky peanut butter, so that's what I use. It calls for so one batch would be an 18 ounce of peanut butter. I got the double. This is 40 ounces, so I'm doing a double batch. So I went ahead, I scraped the peanut butter in here. That's the only thing in here right now, like Will is doing right now. That's the only thing I've done. Then if you do just a single batch, you would need 1 stick. I'm doing a double batch, so I'm going to do 2 sticks of margarine, and then you're going to just pour your butter right over your peanut butter. And mine's cooling down a little bit. So this is where you got to work fast.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I actually
No,
have
no,
my
no, no. I'm just
I've
saying
got
for them.
um,
You're fine. You're doing good.
I I have I've had ribs in the oven slow cooking all day, and so I had my peanut butter jar set on top of that to make it a little softer, and then that's where I've been keeping my butter warm.
Nice.
You gotta multitask, baby.
Hell yeah. So normally I raw dog it, meaning I just stick my hand in there and go to town. But because I'm making these for coworkers, yes, I washed my hands before I press play. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on some gloves because I'm making them for coworkers and not family.
Ooh, I should go grab some gloves too because so I'm only making one batch and your recipe says one batch makes how many balls?
Well, if you make them as small as what my grandmother and Nana used to make them, you couldn't make like 50, 60 balls because they make them really tiny. But I make big balls because it's go big or go home over
You
here.
have big balls?
I like them big. I can't help it. So you basically just got to keep on until it's all this butter is like in the peanut butter. This is a process. So I had a friend a long time ago sit with me so they could see how long it takes me to make all my batches. Like this is a double batch. You guys won't see it because I'm only going to make so many, but this is literally hours. Hours. And that's not counting bagging them and putting them in cute little baggies and all that jazz. This is just making them, cooling them, and then um when the chocolate's still wet after you dip them, which I'm getting ahead of myself, but you could add little toppings to them if you wanted, mini M&Ms, you could
Literally
add.
sending love because so much of all your time and energy goes into this.
Yes, this is definitely made with love. Now you see how it's kind of like soupy peanut butter? That's what you want it to look like. Make sure all that butter's in there. Soupy peanut butter. All right, let's go over to clean. I'm gonna plate my thing over here.
Not that I've made these before or whatever, but I'm a vanilla whore. And so if I can get my vanilla open, I think I'm gonna add a splash of vanilla to mine.
Yeah,
Nope,
do it
Spirit
up.
says no. Well, Spirit says no because I can't get it open.
Because they're like, that's not in the recipe. No,
You're right.
she's like, it's okay. She's gonna willify them.
That's right. Just a little bit.
You know, you can dip these when they're all done in dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. I've done all the chocolates. I find that the colored chocolate melts melt the best, which I'll show you in a minute. But so if you're only doing one batch, you only need 1 pound of powdered sugar. But again, I'm doing two. So I have a 2 pound bag right here. So I don't even have to measure. I can
I
just
should have
slowly.
made a double batch because when I tell you guessing how much half of the powdered sugar was, I'm like, well, I hope that's it.
So you only want to put a little at a time and work it.
Work it, own it.
Oh, and there goes my glove almost off.
What was that?
Oh, I almost lost my glove. This
Oh,
is why I like to raw dog it. But I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make these for work. So let's you know.
yeah, I'm about to get the gloves on and
Yeah, because you'll
do
see this is not a spoon friendly dessert. Uh,
I was trying so hard.
yeah.
We're gonna get in here and get dirty.
I might have to go wash my hands again and just raw dog it because this thing is not helping. Not
You gotta
helping.
get the good
Yeah, I
gloves,
need
girl.
those kind. I need some good gloves. These are just like the cheapy gloves I got at the store for food.
Like the
They're too
hair dye
big.
gloves.
They were in the food aisle, not the food, but it said food grade on them, but
Yeah, or the
they
like
do
the
look
disposable
like,
uh
yeah,
like the ones you see them wearing at the well, you hope you see them wearing at the carnival.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I have to go wash my hands. I can't do it like this. I got to do it the real way because this is not, they're not
Yeah, this
skin
it gets
tight.
pretty stiff.
Like during this process, you will wash your hands multiple times. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it.
How stiff do we want this? Because I'm not even seeing how we're gonna get these. Man, this is like working some magic if we're gonna get Rice Krispies in here in addition to all of this.
Oh, This camera angle is not the best. Sorry, guys. My phone's like. All right, I'm just gonna bring.
I don't know why I asked you because it's not like I can see anyway because my camera angle, same. I got to work on something different for kitchen witch and stuff because
Yeah, I
I
need
can't.
like a tripod or something. I need something. I don't know what, but
I have I've got a tripod, but it's just the way that I have to set it up so you can see what I'm doing.
yeah, I don't know
Maybe
how.
one of those. Have you seen the ones that like go around your neck?
No, I haven't.
So with the way we're working right now, it'd still be bouncing all over the place.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say right now mine is about the consistency of it's slightly softer than um like a you would want your pie crust to be um to work with it.
Let me see. I would add a little bit more white sugar, white powdered sugar.
I've got a splooch over here. But my peanut butter was also almost melted when I added it, so I wonder if that's gonna affect, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll find out. If not, oh darn, I'll have to eat them all myself because they won't taste. Like you said, peanut butter keeps forever. I'll have plenty of time to eat it. Totally won't eat it all in one weekend.
Yeah, and you can put them like in the fridge or freezer and they'll last even longer, but I mean, they usually don't. But no
You
one
said
ever.
you mail yours out too, right? So
Yeah.
they travel well.
Yep. I mail these out to my brother down in Georgia. I've mailed these. Where else have I mailed these? I mailed these up to Maine. Pretty much. They're good. And as long as they don't melt, like I wouldn't make this in the summertime and send them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then they would have like a chocolatey mess.
Get your crispy blobs.
All right.
Oh, girl, you did not tell me that we would be working out.
I know, because then you wouldn't want to do it.
It's like she knows me.
This is my workout for the day, too. Here we go. Upper arm strength. So it's kind of
Okay,
like crumbly, which is fine.
so I'm gonna move this stuff real quick and get my chocolate ready to start melting.
So this usually calls for, if you're doing 1 stick of butter, 1 18 ounce of peanut butter, and 1 cup of confection sugar, like Hestia is doing, then you would do 3 cups of Rice Krispie treats. But I like to add cocoa pebbles. So I do 2 cups of Rice Krispie treats and 1 cup of cocoa pebbles. But I have double batch in here. So I have a lot of work cut out for me. Oh, and like I was telling Willa, and she already did it because she followed directions. My nanny and grandmother will always put this in a Ziploc bag and roller pin it and crush them. So they're like little crushes. I used to do that. I used to do that all the time. I got lazy over the years, and now I just crush them with my hands as
Yeah,
is.
they are like just turning to dust since I've already crumbled them.
So I was just like, oh, I've wasted so many times with my mother and my grandmother doing that. I'm like, we could just be doing this. So I kind of skipped that part now, but you just want to kind of like mix them all up. And then I'm just going to put them all and pray that,
Ah, stay in the bowl.
and I was just thinking, I was like, that was probably really stupid of me, but it's okay. Kind of like when you're a kid playing in mud and you're just like, ah.
Right?
If you want to if you're angry making these, you might get some frustration
Do
out.
not make these when you're angry. Your energy will go to people unless
I
you don't like
know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I mean, it is, now that I think about it, it is kind of like a
them.
nice stress
Like
reliever.
you can make a batch specifically for the people at work that you don't like and be like,
Ooh, that's a good idea. There you go. Be like, remember when you ate my yogurt, Cheryl? Here you go.
I made these especially for you.
Right? And then you make them for everyone, and she'll never know.
Be like, nope, y'all gotta eat out of that box. That box is for y'all. This one's just for Cheryl.
That's for Cheryl. Oh, like that movie when she's eating shit pie and she's just
Yes.
like, give her a piece. And she just gives her the eye, like, no, you don't want a piece of that.
Mm-mm.
Don't eat that. All right. I feel like I gotta, here we go.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty good.
So once you feel like you have a good consistency and it's all mixed up in there and it looks a little something that I feel like mine still needs to be like in there. But you can also do it as you're making the balls. Now, this is, you make a balls like you're gonna make what do you call it? Meatballs. Same thing. Pack them. So this is
Yeah.
like about the size of my balls. Towards the end of the bowl, they get bigger because I get tireder. So I start off at this size. Now my grandmother's size, the way they used to make them when I was a kid. I'll show you.
I'm using a small size cookie scoop, and this is what I'm getting.
Yeah. So that's kind of like what they would make back in the day. It would be like a one bite. Mine are kind of
Yeah.
like 2 to 3,
I'm gonna say
depending on
Nana's
how
are
big
like,
of a bite.
yeah.
So, um, if you have like a piece of parchment paper or something off to the side, I'm just going to put these in a silver tin for now until I'm ready to use my chocolate. I'm just going to make maybe like 10 to show you guys, dip them, and then at the end, they'll probably be already cooled off. I'll show you like different ways you can decorate them, but I don't put any other chocolate. Like you can put coconut on top, crushed almonds, peanuts, you name it. Like you could do whatever you want before the chocolate you're going to dunk them in dries and make them like extra like what are those called? What are those fancy chocolates called?
Truffles?
Yes, you can make it like a truffle. You can make them fancy. But I don't make mine fancy. The only thing I do is dip them in whatever flavor chocolate I want. And then I'll drizzle some like colored chocolate on top of that chocolate. So I went ahead and I bought like red candy wafer melts and dark green. Sometimes I do like baby blue over white chocolate.
So you know what I was thinking might taste really good, and I'm gonna have to try because I'm definitely gonna make these again. But like making homemade bacon bits and rolling them in that.
Rolling them in this?
Yes. Have you ever had like peanut butter and bacon or peanut or bacon and chocolate?
No.
It gives
Oh,
like that.
bacon. Yeah, chocolate covered bacon. Yes, actually. But
Yeah.
not with peanut
Yeah.
butter. I would try it though, because I do like me some bacon. I would try it. That doesn't scare me. New things don't scare me. I would try.
No, I think that would be so good. That
But the
salty sweet.
oh yeah. Now, if you get tired and you're just like, oh my God, I cannot make all these balls tonight because this is a lot of work, you can just cover this, put it in the fridge, and then start again tomorrow. But you'd have to like let it sit out a little bit if you put it in the fridge, or if you have like, I have a sunroom that gets super cold, so I could just leave it in there. Um, overnight, but I'll finish these tonight. No matter how late I stay up, I'll do it because I can't.
Sassy's like, I'm here for all the balls.
So I made what, 3, 6, 9, 10. I'm gonna make an even dozen, and then I'm just gonna put these aside because we have some
My
other stuff to show
chocolate
you.
is barely starting to melt, so I'm just gonna keep making balls until it's where it needs to be.
I actually got to go melt mine too. I kind of did it a little bit before we got on here, but I'm sure it's hard again. And I bought different chocolate this time. I did not like it. Do not go to Walmart for your chocolate. It's horrendous. Don't do it.
I got the melting wafers from Aldi, and I've never used those either, so I'm waiting to see.
There's different brands, so it's kind of like a hit or miss. I used to go to Michael's. They used to sell them. They probably still do sell them. It's just like super expensive for a small little tiny bag, and I need like 15 bags.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
expensive. Dude, it gets expensive. Like, I can tell you 1 year peanut butter balls alone cost me like $300.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That was back in the day though when I had a lot more friends.
Little do you know, if you are no longer on Sassy's Christmas crispy ball list, it's because she decided that your friendship is not worth.
Yeah, seriously. This is how you know you're special to me. I sent you balls. I sent you balls. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna go check on my chocolate real quick. Wash my hands. Made a mess and clean this up. Like, look at how much of that I have. This bowl is deep. Like,
That is huge. I used to have a bowl that size. I don't know what happened to it.
okay, so this was one of my Temu things. I got a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bowls. This is the biggest, and go
Uh-huh.
smaller for like $25, and it came with like cheese shredders and stuff. I was like, sweet deal.
That is a pretty sweet deal. Oh my God, there's fucking peanut butter over everything.
Oh, it's under your fingernails.
Ah, that's hot.
Fun times. All right, let's see what this is at.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I didn't realize that I'm just sitting here flapping my arm fat in front of while I'm trying to start it.
Put this away. This can come over here. I need that for over here. My balls. So you're gonna want like some kind of either cookie sheet or something like parchment paper to put the balls on.
So I've got a cookie sheet with wax paper because this is candy making is about the only thing that wax paper is good for.
You got it. Anything that works. Oh, where did my spoon go? Okay, as well.
I think I am smooth and melty.
All right, so I did buy. Where's that? Where's that chocolate thing? I wanted to show you guys. I bought this. It says because you can do it in the microwave because I don't have a double boiler. But I don't like it because it comes in huge chunks, and I literally had to close the bag up and hammer it. Like, what the hell?
Oh, that's been melted and re-solidified. Like it got too hot during shipment.
Don't like it. I like these, like little candy wafers.
Yeah.
I got red and green. I'll go back and get more colors.
You know, you can make like your own little DIY double boiler by just getting a pot of water and putting your glass measuring cup in there, and just keep the water at like a low simmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't have to be fancy to have a double
I
boiler.
don't know why. I always thought if I put glass on top of it, I would break the glass. I don't know.
Uh, you just have to watch your temperature. Like you don't want the water to boil, and it can't be like a thin glass. It's got to be one of those big, thick, like glass measuring cups.
Like the Pyrex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna try that, but I'm just like, yeah. I've always done it in the microwave. I'm not fancy. I'm not fancy.
That works. Whatever works.
And you just cover your balls, shake them off a little bit. That SS. I don't know why my words are just not coming out properly today, but it's okay. When do they ever lately?
Girl, I hear you.
My words just don't be worded lately.
Sometimes I'll be trying to say something and I'm like, did I have a stroke and not know? Because those are none of the words that were in my head.
I ain't gonna lie, that thought has crossed my mind as well. And I'm just like,
Well,
look how big my balls are, and yours are all perfectly the same size.
I cheated and used a cookie scoop, but
Well,
I
you know
prefer
what? That's a good cheat. I might have to go buy myself a little cookie scoop because I like that. And then they're
usually they
consistent.
set the cookies so you can still make your big balls. Just use the bigger one.
I know. Honestly, the big balls is just because there's just so much that I have to make. I'm like, if they get bigger ones, then I don't have to make as many.
You're like, well, instead of a dozen little ones, you get 6 tiny ones or big ones.
Exactly. Oh, and all that chocolate hardly did anything. Yeah, the wafers, guys, is the way to go. I feel like you get more chocolate um in them in those bags because there's like hardly any chocolate left in here, and I only did 2, 4, 6, 8. This is my ninth ball.
Oh, you are like rocking it out. That was my 5th ball.
I'm not gonna be able to do all these. It's all right. I just wanted it to show you guys basically, and then when I'm all done with the chocolate, I would just pour one of those colors, probably the red, and then melt some, and then I would take a fork and then just kind of like just like me 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 me.
How was that? Can you explain that process again?
You take a fork and you go you just kind of
And
like
for those of you following along at home, that is the technical term.
it is. That's the sassy term. You're just gonna make your little noises as you do it, and
Absolutely. It makes it taste better.
exactly. So I don't want to put that on. I'm gonna do some red so I can show you guys real quick.
So tell me why we had talked about, drizzling melted chocolate. And I knew that's what we had talked about. But in my addled frame of mind that I was in, this is what I got. I got writing icing.
I mean, that works too. I mean, I've never used it, but I'm sure
Well,
it works.
I have to.
It's icing. The only thing is, it might not dry, so you just have to be careful, like when packaging them or anything. But they'll still work.
I think it's supposed to. It's like royal icing, so it's supposed to dry with that, the little crust that the decorated sugar cookies get.
Oh yeah, so that'll dry. Actually,
Yeah.
that's probably. See, look at you coming out with all the good tips.
Oh, no.
Just
No,
like
I don't.
why? What do you mean no?
I would 100% rather have chocolate. chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
Chocolate on chocolate. Oh, that's melted fast. So when you're melting your chocolate in the microwave, I'm sure you guys know this, but you just got to do your microwave on half power, or else you're going to burn your chocolate, and that's not fun. That is not fun at all.
Oh, especially at chocolate price. In this economy, burnt chocolate, we don't do that here.
I think these are like 4 something a bag. Like that's insane.
Yeah. But part of the reason why I shopped at Aldi's is because, like their store brand stuff is usually so much cheaper than everything. And then just how many ounces are these? 10 ounces of their melting chocolates was almost $4. I was like, I don't know where you're getting your cocoa from, but
And this is where you have a mess and it's fun and you're like a little kid painting and you're just like just like that. You make it pretty. Make little swirlies and dippy doos all over them. And I
I'm
usually
gonna
do
try
this outside.
super. So the icing colors that I like, I've got chocolate fucking everywhere. The icing colors that I got are actually Christmas colors. So let's see if I can make a tree with this writing.
And then you just put them in a cool place, which I'll put them in my sunroom. I have like a like one of those tables. You know what I'm trying to say? Folding table that I put out there, and then I'll put them out there, and they'll be nice and cold. And tomorrow I can package them.
Yes.
How you doing over there? Is that working, the icing?
Yeah, kind of. Like I'm trying to make a tree on this one.
I'm actually gonna dip these balls in the red and make some red balls because I don't want to waste this chocolate. So this would be considered a white chocolate ball. Which I love white chocolate.
That
Oh.
chocolate's still too warm. It's melting the icing. This is gonna look like a murdered Christmas tree. Quality control is gonna have to eat this one.
You know what? I would wait with the icing then. I would wait until they harden a little bit. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it'll work though. Just let it harden a little bit. And I think that stuff will actually work. I'm gonna try that. So that's actually a great idea. And then like you're doing, I could do little designs. Yeah, right. I'd be here forever. I just thought about that. Like how many balls? Be like you get one design per order.
Right?
Maybe 2. Maybe.
You could put little runes on them for like New Year wishes. This is
Oh,
what
that's
I wish for
cute.
you.
I like that. I have to give
Cheryl
it
gets their eyes
a little gift.
at the thorn one, their eyes.
Yep. I like that. It's actually really cute. But yeah, this is my family tradition, and I make my kids make them now, but my oldest does not like it. My youngest will stay for, I think one year she stood 2 hours, but lately it's been like an hour and she's done. Like she'll melt the chocolate for me, and then she's just like, okay, over it. And then, yeah,
Mom, they taste better when you make them.
exactly. You already know. You already know.
Yeah.
But I do. I like making them, even though they take forever. But it's just something I enjoy doing, and I enjoy that people enjoy them. So
For
makes me.
sure. And I mean, like, if you're in the mood to make them, you can get some good, like, holiday music going in the background. You can get you a little drinky drink and just, like, get in the zone on them. That's what I like about doing things like repetitive baking, things like
Yeah.
this.
For me, I would be getting my smoke on, getting a little elevated.
Yep, and just all the Christmas cheer.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know why I just said that. I'm like, whose voice was that? Who
That's
says
your
that?
inner redneck coming out.
Oh my goodness. She needs to go back away. We ain't down south right now. What's going on, girl? Next thing you know,
So,
I'd be
you know,
like,
I
girl,
was
start
telling you that
home.
I might have to go pick up my son today, which I ended up not doing. He's like, no, mom, come to find out there's a bin store down here. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But when I was telling him that we were talking about it, I was like, listen, I need to know first thing in the morning, though, because it's like a 3.5 hour round trip for me to go get him and bring him back here. I said, and I have to be back here by 5 o'clock because one of my friends and I are going to be video chatting together and making chocolate peanut butter balls. And he's like, that is probably the oldest thing I have ever heard you say. Like, shut up, child. It's fun.
God, you said the oldest thing. Yeah.
You sounded so old right now. And I was like, oh, well, guess who's not getting any chocolate peanut butter balls? So,
Right? Not you. Oh,
getting to that one, like, there's a whole pile of chocolate under that one. That's fine. But I think I
I
might
mean,
have just
19. I probably have like 100 something left.
900. 900 more to go. How many do I have here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. This size, and that I've got just enough chocolate in the 10-ounce bag to cover 26 if they are the small uh cookie scoop size.
I'm gonna rearrange a little bit so I can get ready. Because I know you already have all your stuff measured out. I do not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'm just gonna move this stuff off to the side
Willa is prepared. I am.
after I lick all the chocolate off my fingers because I can do that now. Because we'll come back to that later.
I did go ahead and open them. Did I do them all? Yes, I did. I opened them. I get a look at the.
I'm just gonna cover this mess. I'm back and clean it later.
Bright little berries. Oh, I was looking at something else. Oh.
Oh, I
Oh, so the vodka is supposed to go into it first and then the brown sugar? Oh.
Okay, but we're gonna have to alter stuff, or you don't have to. I do because I don't have the vodka. Anyway. So for this beverage, you're gonna need 3 cups of vodka, and then everything else you just kind of measure with your heart. It's got 1 stick of cinnamon, 2 cloves, and I made sure that I got the whole intact cloves because sometimes they don't have that little, like, the little ball thing breaks off. So I made sure that I got the whole ass clove. Uh, is it
Half
a
a cup
half?
of brown sugar?
Yeah, half a cup of brown sugar, a half cup of raisins. And for those who don't want to buy a whole ass bag of raisins and want to do just like me and get the little snack packages, that's about 3 packages, 3 of the little 1 ounce snack packages. And then a 1/4 cup dried cranberries and a quarter cup of golden raisins.
I mean, it's really not that many ingredients. Very easy. I like very easy recipes. I have my
Girl, I live my life on very easy.
especially this time of year. I mean,
Right. And if it's something that you can make and give and it doesn't take a whole lot. Oh, I didn't get that chocolate out from underneath. Honey. Hold on.
oh, I do need a spoon. Please dissolve.
So if you're starting with all of your ingredients, you put your 3 cups of vodka in first. Oh, and you'll need a glass container to hold everything because this is going to sit for a while. It's not going to immediately be consumed.
And
So you've
that's
got your
why I just used this because I didn't have a mason jar that big.
yeah. I
Was,
actually got this cute little juice jar at Walmart for like $3.
wait, hold on. I gotta see. I can't see. Hold on 1 second. Damn, that's a lot of liquor. That's only 2. Oh, that's cute. I like that.
And it's
Ooh,
got this little
fancy.
plastic lid that goes with it. So
Oh, that's cute. I should go look because we have to strain this after. So that's probably when I'll
yeah.
put it in something nice. So that's 2.
Hubby's gonna have to go back to the store before the party. So
I'm glad he got the bigger thing. He's like, that should be enough. I'm like, I don't know. I need 3 cups. That's all I know. Ah, okay. So that's about half of this. So I guess there's about 6 cups. So you can make 2 batches
yeah.
if you got this size. And now I don't know what I did with. Oh, here's a cover.
So and you've already got your brown sugar in your bowl. So you'll just give it a good stir. I'm gonna simulate. And you want to get it as pretty much dissolved. You don't have to get it completely dissolved because we will be shaking it periodically while it sits. So
yeah, I'll have to stir mine. I won't shake it, but I will definitely do that. I'm gonna leave it down in the basement too, be nice and cold. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Whew, I haven't smelled alcohol in a hot minute.
You're like,
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm remembering why I stopped drinking. It's all coming back to me. Oh shit. I want to say that's okay because I'm gonna stir it some more.
yeah.
I think that looks good. It looks like dirty water.
Yeah. Well, and it's gonna take time for it to process and break down and dissolve completely
Oh shit,
because
I never
you're
put the last cup. Freak.
Are you sure you didn't take a little nip before?
Oh my god. I didn't even smoke first. I think that's my problem. Oh my god. Oh, that looks better. It's more clear, but it's not as dirty.
Not just guilty. And then after you get that mixed up, you just dump everything else in there.
So it's a quarter cup of everything else, or there was a half a cup of something.
A half a cup of the raisins,
Okay, and then quarter of the
regular
other 2.
raisins, the dark raisins.
Zoc raisins, and then I need 2 cloves, which I'm just gonna put aside for now. I just wanted to take them out. The dark raisins. The dark raisins.
And a stick of cinnamon.
So I need a cup of this. No, half a cup of this.
Half a cup of the raisins, and then a quarter cup of the cranberries and golden raisins.
They're kind of sticking. They're kind of sticking.
They are kind of sticky.
Okay. We got our raisins.
So I'm wondering, and we'll have to see how mine turns out since I didn't mix the brown sugar in with the vodka first. But I'm wondering if you could do like gifts with this too, put everything inside of here and do the liquor separate and just be like, I mean, you can make this and have it be the gift after you strain everything, but I think it'd be pretty to give it as a gift where you see all the layers like that.
Yeah, that would be
And
pretty.
then,
In a nice glass jar. Here's my
yeah,
golden raisins.
and then just be like, here's your Christmas present. You have to put it together yourself and you can't drink it for 3 weeks.
Or you can give them one like that, and if you're really fancy, you can give them one already made if you really like them, and be like, "This is what it will taste like in 3 weeks."
Yeah. I don't know. In this economy, you're gonna have to go cheaper than Tito's, baby.
Yeah, I know. I only did that because I might drink this, and I'm just like, I only like Tito's because I'm a bougie witch. All right, and then I have my craisins, dried cranberries, so whatever you want to call them.
Yummy, yummy.
All right, and then my two pretty cloves. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully, I'm in the camera. I don't know. Got two of them. Oop.
And good for protection.
And then I want to get a nice one. One cinnamon stick. I'm going to give it a little swirl with my cinnamon stick. Oh, that smells bomb. I love the smell of bomb cinnamon sticks. Oh, that smells so good. And that's it, right?
Yep, then we're just gonna put it in a cool, dark place and for about 3 weeks and give it a little shake or a stir while it's brewing up. And then when it's ready, you'll strain all of this stuff out of it and then just serve it, you'll just it'll just be the liquor. But in 3 weeks when we come back here to do the draining and everything, we are going to make something else with the stuff that we strain out of it because we don't waste.
Okay, girl, what you got planned? Is it a secret?
Yes,
Okay.
mostly because I haven't decided yet.
It's a secret from you, too.
It is. We're all gonna be so surprised.
I love that though. Yes, I'm down to make something ooh, with the infusion of, yeah, okay, let's do it up.
Yeah, it'll be a little because there'll be like little liquor bombs as long as I'm gonna have to find some way to process it cold so we can still get drunk on our dessert.
Oh, snap. I'm ready. I'm ready. That's pretty. I like how it's gonna look in your bottle. That's gonna be so pretty.
Yeah,
That is actually, yeah, for the alcoholic in your life. It's a beautiful present.
girl, we ain't got nothing else to do out here but drink. So there's a lot of those that I could gift this to.
I love that. But yeah, that's our holiday kitchen witchin'. Did you want to add
Yeah.
anything else?
No, not really. I mean, these were just little quick simple throw togethers because we are both so busy right now, as we know you are as well.
I
But
mean, that's not so
we've discussed,
quick, but you can pretend.
but we've discussed how as we do more of these, we're going to do more elaborate meals, and so we'll probably just show you like the prep and whatnot, and not make you sit through the whole cook time on any future recipes. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be witching in the kitchen with my sister Sassy.
Oh, me too. And we can always do like follow-up shorts, like showing the dinner, each of our dinners,
Yeah, yeah,
as
for sure, for
free.
sure.
Sometimes I forget though, because it'd be like too good. I'm like, oh fuck, I meant to freaking take that. Show me in. Do you know how many unfinished cooking videos I have because of that reason alone? I always forget the ending. 'Cause I'm like, it's so good.
It is so good. Quality control. It all got donated to quality control.
Right. I love it. Well, thank you so much. I love this and I'm excited to do more. We will keep you guys posted. Make sure you go hit up Hestia Helper over there on her channel. I will link it below for you guys for easy access. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm not doing anything right now.
if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. It helps us create that algorithm and get us out there. So, yeah, let us know if you liked. We appreciate you all so much. Thank you, Hestia, for showing me your kitchen witching. I love it.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Bye.
So here we have my bottle and my vodka that I absolutely picked because of this gorgeous blue color of the bottle that you know I'm gonna be reusing later. And we are just going to add the vodka in. Oh, it's getting a little splooshy. And hope that I can get it stirred up. Haha, maybe not so much. I don't have anything long enough. So let's just put the lid on it, shall we? Make sure it's on there good and tight. And give it a few good swirls. And I'm going to keep doing that. And in 3 weeks, we're going to taste it and see how delicious it is. I'm so excited.